Andy Isabella, you just not doing that with him. Send Isabella.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That is incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking left side, It's complete. He's got it. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
You can bomb that me, baby.
Now the
Taking
extra
it back
point.
to the house.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
65. 57 the mark.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
6-6, pull it high. Yo, go. Smooth.
51 the mark, boy, 51.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, Lord.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
My fault.
Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave it with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Hey.
Come on, let's go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Come on,
On
Brad.
4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Jam. He's coming. Double up.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Murray going to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the 27, Murray, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Big series right here.
Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
60 or.
2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's a position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Get him out of here.
After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again.
That should have been me.
They're going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Oh, all right. Let me finish beating this bone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, don't do that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Really?
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they try the right side here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Alpha. Hey.
Get that quarterback.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Murray. Throws right side, and that's complete.
Really?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone.
That's me.
This is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3
Kicking a
before
field
half.
goal.
On the right hash,
Well, you
officially
sorry.
this will be a
Down by
51-yard
21.
attempt.
Field goal ain't gonna help you
And
out.
this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do
Defenders giving chase.
Boy, you sorry. Boy, you sorry. Boy, you got to be the sorriest dude in the world.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Boy, you
The
sorry.
final play of the first half. The player is answered.
How did they get that done?
Whoa!
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the
Kick me
first
with my
half of play.
tater bag. I can
So
go ahead
we've
and score
come to
again.
halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
Damn it, where you going? Where you going?
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Man, you talked all that junk, boy. You talked all that
Out
junk.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
I owe you one for my cousin.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You and your cousin in the same boat.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Strip that ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw over the middle taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down Arizona. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go. Set. Put your head. No. 3 butt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Murray. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Hey, let's get that ball neutral quickly. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Thank you.
Picked up by Leighton.
Oh, don't get it. Let me in there. Let me in there. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Touchdown.
I knew you was coming with the little
Going
fake
for 2,
behind
kick the
slant.
point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
To throw on third down, Murray. Open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down,
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Why you backing up? Way back down, damn it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Way back down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, Echo.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
218, chopper. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 1.
Oh, good D. Good D.
It's intercepted.
Good D. What you doing standing down?
23. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
34 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From just shy of midfield.
You ain't got time for all that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
That's me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29
Why you
officially.
staying cover 4 all game? What you scared of, dog?
Ready?
Oh, he's sending it. He's sending it. He's sending it. He's sending everybody.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And
Dang,
he'll
I
find
should've
his
got
way
to
down
that hole.
inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Man, sad part is, you sorry in the mud.
Got it. 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Get it.
It's caught by OBJ. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown on the year.
Do that Hawaii dance on him, baby.
Continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Started, man. You right about that, commentator. Woo-hoo.
Set now to kick this one away, and
Oh,
off it goes.
You done lost that energy that you had earlier, huh? Take you forever to pick a play.
And they will not get
Nah,
a chance
dog,
to
keep
return
that
this
same
one as
energy
it's
you
through
had.
the end zone for a
Talking all
touchback.
that junk.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, now Murray has
Give me my rock. Give me my rock.
Seahawks have picked it up.
We gone, baby. We lose. We lose. Give me my tater.
It's a foot race, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I were down.
Dude,
we could hear them. The
you're down by like 50, man, and you running draws.
Hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, it's been one-sided.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second down.
And me!
And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six.
So you've been waiting for this for a long time. That's what you told me, ain't it? You told me not to run from you.
And that'll carry.
Seems like I am running from
the
you.
end zone for a touchback.
Right into the end zone, dog. Right into the end zone. 77 puntos.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles.
You still running draws, dog. You down by 50.
Game like this.
And you running
For a lot
draws.
of coaches,
Be honest.
That's like a habit. The first play is a draw or run play.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal
what's your
first
target
down
mark?
on a gain of 13.
50 rushing yards?
We'll definitely see some open running lanes.
So you can be averaging like 2.5.
But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach,
I don't want to throw any more picks.
to the bench and screaming,
I'm going to run the ball.
Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Slam, slam, slam.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly.
That me.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Arizona,